Made in Texan by Texo.
Made in Globalist by Texas.
Texo.
Globalist Station House, Texan Central.
321 Texas.
38496 Globalist. Call 1-800-GLOBALIST for your special flat Earth package.
710 Global.
Submit your blaster for inspection.
Did you notice the Globalist icon was a globe?
Yeah, but it was flat Earth.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, kids, let's go.
Oh, that's right, because globalists don't believe in globes. That was the whole point.
Oh yeah, no, somebody. It was the UN logo,
which is a globe.
Yeah, but it's 2D, so it looks like it's a flat Earth.
But they're called globalists.
What have we?
That's why it's funny, Mopar.
So funny.
Hello.
Connect, select. I retract that statement.
This is the biggest flat Earth community that there is. We have members all across the globe.
Booby.
Found someone you have, I would say.
No.
Submit your blaster for inspection. Submit your microphone for inspection.
Fucking A.
Fucking A. Fucking A, everybody. I was thinking about that to myself. I was listening to one of our episodes and it played through the intro. And I was just thinking, may the force be with us, fucking A. Bring all the Star Wars fans together. That's like the slogan of slogans. You see what I'm saying? Good day, Galaxy. Rogue Sergeant Podcast, episode 188. How you doing, Mopar?
Let's get to it.
Jumping right. I have one to finish. I'll put this in the back burner. You see what I'm saying?
Good day, Galaxy. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm Mopar. He's Commander Cody.
I already said all that.
We do want to celebrate and welcome no one. We don't have a guest on the show, but for all those people, for the first time listeners, welcome. Because I think
Just
we
us.
might have 1, 2, or 20,000 of them. Because this might be potentially the first one that
Possibly.
all of you celebration fans
Ooh, that's
and
true.
or attendees of our celebration thing, if you are watching us live, we are going to be doing a celebration event at Motor Row Brewing. So if you're going to be in Chicago attending celebration and you want to grab a beverage,
With other Star Wars fans.
wait till Friday night.
Because you don't really have to wait, though.
If they don't fucking wait.
We're grabbing beverages on Thursday night. Are we gonna have to wait? We're gonna have to tell
I
them
grabbed
to
one
wait
right now.
All right, listen. If you're checking us out, what's up, Brian? Brian does what's the name of your show? Fuck. Invincible. Invincible, I think. Right? I'm sorry if I got it wrong.
Why don't you wait until he comments back?
Well, because Brian's a cool man.
What's the name of your show? Twat?
It's
Watchers?
Invincible, or it's another thing that starts with an I, though. But he's in Dayton, and he's going to be at Celebration. We're going to say hey.
Awesome. Welcome,
Thanks,
Mr. Brian, who's live with us. We recommend everybody, if you're listening, to hop on live. We do it every Sunday night. Infamous podcast. Thank you.
What I say, Invincible?
Also, he said Poscast. Brian's been fired from the show, which he has never been
Brian's
hired
been
for.
hammered since noon.
Hammered since noon. I'm going to finish my thought for once. If you guys want to be on live...
Be on live. Great
Yeah.
thought finisher right there.
If you want to be live with us while we record the show Sunday nights, I highly recommend just going over to YouTube and subscribing,
Yeah, do that.
and hit the bell so you get a notification when we go live. We don't post a lot on YouTube, but we just actively do it Sunday nights. So you'll get a notification when we go live. Like, for example, tonight we're about a half hour late because we just got done
We're
finishing
watching the Clone Wars. What do you want, man?
fanboy commentary for the second part of original Clone Wars.
I'm
which
going
was-
hood up tonight.
I'm going face down.
Yeah, so check us out. The coolest thing about being live is that you get to see us, first of all. I'm wearing a hood. If you're just listening, you don't know that.
Ooh.
Also, you get to chat with us, and you get to do shouts out if you want. What are you doing with boxes in the corner? What are you doing with the boxes? Why are you doing the boxes? Mopar, you're gonna knock shit over.
Nope.
What are you doing with what? Why? Explanatory.
Wanted to show the people that are live with us some giveaway items, but we're not going to be able to. Yeah, I hit it.
It's already packed and ready to go for
We're hyped.
Celebration, which, by the way, we're talking about Star Wars Celebration.
Well, you got that.
It happens in 3 days.
Here, we'll show them live with this.
Yeah.
So we got small things. Oh, the glare's bad here. So we've got some coasters here. We got a celebration specific one. We just got the podcast logo. We'll have some stickers. We're going to have some magnets, celebration specific magnets.
Yeah, we're giving you guys a lot of things.
A lot of little fun swag stuff that you guys can grab while at our event.
While hanging out.
Hopefully we'll be running around yelling at you. Super hyped. To be honest, I mean, several episodes ago, I felt like I was talking shit, but it just didn't hit me yet. That I wasn't hyped yet. Now that's this goddamn
Celebration?
week, yeah. And I didn't mean to like just shit on the celebration. One, the last celebration we went to was very lackluster, even though it was great. It was like it didn't quite live up. I feel like this is going to be the biggest Star Wars.
I got drunk with Twi'lek, so it was a success as far as I'm concerned.
That's very true. It's a good point.
Yeah.
But
I know what you mean, though.
I feel like this is going to be the biggest Star Wars event of all time for many reasons.
Yes.
Because we're getting, everybody knows the content and everything that's going to be released. We'll probably get a title for 9, Mandalorian stuff, Cassian Andor stuff, the 2 trilogies, Ryan Johnson and the Toftir. Who is it?
Toftir
And Shrylak. But you guys know what I'm saying. There's so much on the...
Listen, that one's not even close.
Disney Plus.
If you saw us at Celebration and you're listening to this
Fallen
for your
Order.
first episode, cue yourself in. Mopar likes to make up words, especially when it relates to somebody's name.
I can't remember names. I hate names.
We're talking about Benioff and Weiss, the Game of Thrones guys that are
Yes,
making a series
yes.
of movies for Star Wars.
I made a mistake not too long ago.
You said Toftir.
Who is that?
Doesn't start with a D or a B or a
Who's
W.
Toftir?
Toftir's from
Skyrim?
Yeah.
That's what I say.
Oh, it's the restoration archmage guy.
Wait,
Not archmage. It's the restoration trainer.
No,
guy.
it's Conjuration. He does Conjuration.
Toftir.
Wait, he's making the Star Wars trilogy?
Yeah, Toftir and the Force.
Whoa.
Toftir and the Force. You know what I'm saying?
Toftir, of course. So we do want to welcome everyone again. Rogue Squadron Podcast. That's it. As we do every episode.
Let's sip some beers, and I don't want to close the celebration talk off, but I don't want to hold things up.
Yeah,
so let's
absolutely.
do the beer, and then we'll get into that because I have a lot to say as well.
So real quickly, beer review every episode. We're going to get into Guess the Scene, where we guess the Star Wars scene that's happening at a certain time
Win
marker.
illustrious prizes.
And we've got, what other, the Joker. Oh my God, we've got some good stuff coming
Joker
up.
trailer.
Joker trailer came out.
We didn't talk about Thrones last week, so we can touch on that. Getting excited for Endgame, which is coming out, and then obviously Celebration, which is in 3 days. 4 days.
Endgame. What's the other one that's coming out near Endgame? Shazam came out.
Shazam came out.
No, we didn't see it, but I've heard zero bad things.
Not gonna see it because DC is garbage.
I mean, that's a very valid point. Cheers to that,
All right, so beer review. Cheers.
guys.
Are we drinking
We're not
before?
sarcastic.
All right.
So it's
Oh yeah. First time we've taken a sip before sniffing it or even telling you guys what we're doing.
Heinsberg, Vermont. It's Frost Beer Works. Their Lush Double IPA. It's an Imperial IPA. See,
Danger.
okay, let me ask you something. 'cause-
Danger.
Let me ask you something. So when it says double IPA,
Yeah.
and then it says Imperial IPA, I know Imperial means higher alcohol content. So is it? Can you have a double without being Imperial, or can you have an Imperial without being a double? I guess that's my question.
I believe those are just general terms to say that it's strong. And I want to say that they're interchangeable.
This is so my initial thoughts on this beer.
Oh, wait.
The Lush.
I have a thought.
God, I'm gonna forget. Go ahead.
Perhaps Imperial is referring to the ABV and double IPA is referring to the hops. Like maybe it's,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
you know
That's
what I mean?
That's a good
It's
point.
extra fucking hoppy.
Because I know I'm 100% sure Imperial means higher alcohol content, because that's when they were shipping stuff over the seas, they would make it higher alcohol so it didn't go bad.
That's where India Pale Ale comes from.
No, Imperial.
No, that's where India Pale Ale comes from. Because they were shipping stuff to India and it took extra long.
No.
Yes.
In India, it's Imperial because it came from the Imperials. Welcome, Hogan Garrison.
Listen.
Oh, Hogar.
Hogar.
That's your-
Hodor.
Hogor. That's your new one, baby.
Hogar.
Welcome,
Hogan.
Mr. Patron. Ho baby.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa! We didn't go there.
We didn't.
All right, let's get back to it. Lush. What I wanted to say before you very kindly interrupted me in a very gentlemanly way.
To explain things that we
You
need to
did,
know.
actually.
I know, you're
And I'm
welcome.
saying that, but
Thank you. I appreciate it.
this does not taste like an Imperial or a double to me.
It almost tastes like a lager.
It does. It's in what way? I'm interested to see what you say or hear what you do. In a
It
smooth
doesn't
way.
taste fruity.
It doesn't taste high alcohol.
Doesn't taste hoppy. It doesn't taste high ABV. It's just smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Smooth drinking. They tricked us. They put the wrong label on this shit, probably.
They wrapped the wrong beer. Put the wrong label on the wrong
I got a little bit of floral aftertaste. Just barely, like you can barely tell it's there.
Yeah.
But for a double,
The crazy thing is the high alcohol. So it's 8% by ABV. Well, actually, it just says alcohol 8% by volume. Sometimes they just say ABV.
They put it out of order this time.
Out of order, fuck.
Anything else to say about it?
I hate the label.
Why? I like it's cool. It's very simple.
It is a very simple tasting
Here's the
beer.
logo. Here's the type of beer. Here's the info. Done.
Drink this.
Exactly.
What's the name of that beer?
Straight fucking forward. I
Give
like
me
it.
another one. That's what it's called. So the Lush, I don't know where you're sitting. Is this wowing you? See, okay.
We're all over the place tonight. I think we're just hopped up on adrenaline from excitement for celebration.
Celebration, and we just did commentary for the
Well,
part
just-
2. General Grievous.
I had a lot of cold brew as well, so I'm just
Sure.
like, well, Star Wars. Let's talk about it. Let's do it.
So what are you feeling on this?
I'm feeling very easy drinking, solid beer. Nothing that I hate about it, but also nothing that I particularly love about it, which is leading me to the rating system that we have being about a 2 out of 3 stars for me. The question is, the fact that it doesn't taste like it's 8%, is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a crazy good thing.
It's a good thing because it doesn't taste super strong, but it's a bad thing because you might die if you have more.
I guess my initial thought was a 3.
Transcending the force by drinking beer.
My initial thought was a 3 on this,
Yeah.
which is our highest rating for you.
Yeah.
Noobs.
I'll explain in 1 second.
But my initial thought was a 3 because it doesn't. Like double IPAs, I have to be in the mood for. Like that's one that you start the party off with. And then you're not going to continue drinking because you'll just get...
Right.
you're going to be
can't.
fucked.
Yeah.
And then, Imperial or double. But the fact that it's very drinkable. Now, this is an issue, I think, actually. So I'm going to sit on a 2 as well.
Okay.
Because when I want a double and I see it says Imperial, I kind of expect that. Now, maybe... Okay, let me just scenario for you. If this isn't your first beer and you've had several other beers and you're like, let's go for it. Let's go for a double IPA, Imperial, whatever, and you grab it.
You might die.
And well, true, but it's drinkable all of a sudden. Like when you're hopping around, ooh, I like it. Hopping around.
It's a good name for a podcast about craft beer.
Through several beers. When you're hopping around through many beers, it's the shock factor is very large.
Yeah.
But this won't have that. The drinkability, I guess my drinkability is 3 out of 3.
Yeah, but also
But
at
there's
1
nothing-
a.m. when you go for a 14th
You'll be
beer,
slipped.
you're going to die yourself.
You'll be slipped.
Yeah. It's not good for that.
No, I'm not gonna sit here and say this is wowing me, but there are many aspects to this that if you were a if you're not a double IPA fan
Then here you go.
or an Imperial fan, this would be it. But for what it is, I think it's an extremely solid 2. I agree.
Very good.
2
Cheers,
out of
friends.
3.
2 out of 3.
You want to explain?
And I'm so happy that we have this beer because it was delivered to us by Tavour. Tavour, everybody. Round of applause for Tavour. Tavour. Craft beer delivered to your goddamn mailbox every month.
Yeah, exactly. So
thank
if
you
you're
to Tavour for sending us a case of beer. We're going to review 2 different beers tonight, and then we have some more for the next few episodes. So Tavour, there's an app. They send you featured beer, and throughout the month, you can just pick whichever featured beers you think look tasty. They gradually add up into your box of beer, and then they send you the shipment once a month. So,
guys, it's not that difficult. If you're a craft beer fan,
I just explained it.
If
It's
you're a
not
craft beer
difficult.
fan and you like craft beer, just sign up for the app.
Yeah.
Download the app, sign up, log in,
Yeah.
and then you'll just get emails. It's
very simple.
Dude, throughout the day, you'll be sitting there at lunch at work, and you'll be like,
Yes.
triple IPA, you want this citrus bitch? And you'll be like, yep.
Yeah.
And then
on your
they'll
lunch
ship-
break, you can think of the beer that you want to drink when you
They'll
get home, and you
ship
can do
to
it.
you. They'll ship it to you.
So the cool thing about Tavour is that there's no minimum. So it's not like always going to be $50 a month or whatever. You can just add as many beers as you want. So if you're out of town or whatever, you're trying to take it easy, you can just skip a month, or you can go crazy and get beers for all your friends. So
Yeah, load up.
yeah. So we have a promo code. It's ROGUE. You got to spell it correctly. It's ROGUE. It will give you $10 off an order of $25 or more. Enter that shit. Download the app. Order yourself some beer, and it will show up with the mailman. Be like, hey, here's some beer for you.
Did you guys hear what we just said? Discounted craft beer from other states.
Yeah. Oh, Jesus.
Well, he got so excited he punched the podcast.
That's the only bad thing about having the mic like right in front of myself is I can just.
Where else are you gonna have it?
Well, we have the
My mic's across the street.
Well, the other boom arms and stuff.
Oh yeah,
We could go with like the lapel mic.
coming from the ceiling.
Yeah, we should get a. It'd be funny as fuck. We should get a sound guy just to stand over there and just hold one of those big, like they do on the movie set for an hour and a half while we drink and just hold the mic in front, like above us. That'd be so fucking funny. All right.
I'm just picturing the dude, the camera guy from UHF. We're just
Yeah.
he's just got a sandwich sitting on top of the camera.
I'm gonna mental note that for future podcasts when I can hire a sound guy.
We
that
should
isn't
just
myself.
we should just put Kerner in a corner and
Yeah.
record him recording us. Sorry guys, that was obnoxious. Our buddy Kerner
Inside joke. Lord Kerner.
will be around and about.
Moral of the story is Tavour, Tavour. Check it out. Download the app. Code word Rogue. Get your money off and get some beer and drink it. And we are drinking beer courtesy of them. So thanks, guys.
I'm gonna finish it up, even though you just did.
Don't talk about Tavour.
I'm just gonna say
we have a limited amount of words that we give them. One word per beer.
If you're a craft beer fan and you've hit up every craft beer in your local, in your town, city, burg, wherever you are, and you want to keep expanding your knowledge and drinkability, this is the way to do it. And it's discounted. Use the code word ROGUE on the
I
app.
think you subconsciously said jerkability.
Guys, I'm really excited.
All right, we're capping this thing off. We said it was a 2 out of 3.
Yep.
For those newbies, our rating system is 0 to 3. 3 is amazing, 2 is great, 1 is worth trying, and 0 is like, why was this put in a can? Tavour doesn't have any zeros, by the way. Tavour's all 3s and 2s. So check it out. Except for the past beers that we've revated a 1. So revated, I said.
I would, and no, we've said this before, I would like to go back and retry all the 1s and 0s.
Yeah.
Actually, not all the 1s, maybe all the 0s, because I think there's only like 4 or 5.
Yeah, from time to time, I do go back and listen to like a very old episode of our show, and I'm like, man, I've had that beer, and I don't know what I was talking about.
Yeah.
I was an imbecile. So, but that's not happening today. So, all right, so that was the Lush Double IPA from Frost Beer Works. We have another one that we'll get into later on in the episode.
I'm going to give you a hint. Imperial
don't.
Blackberry Sour. If you guys are a sour fan or just hate us, you're going to love us drinking this because that's a very interesting beer. Let's get into it. Guess the goddamn. Guess the scene.
All right, I picked last time, so now you go.
5'8". SM 5'8".
That's the mic, SM58, baby.
8 minutes in
Sure, SM58.
to episode 5.
So
what
so
we're
quick. Didn't we just do like a
we've done them all.
beginning?
I'll tell you what. Let's do 8 minutes into solo then.
No, 5'8's fine.
Okay. I've been wanting to do solo for a while.
Oh, we did short. We did a very quick
Episode
timestamp
2.
into episode 3, I think it was last time.
2 and
That's what I'm
3.
thinking
Yeah.
All right, so 5'8 then.
5'8".
I'm with you. So for
It's-
those noobs,
What's the opening scene?
we're guessing.
Oh wait, whoa! I think we did do this. No. What is the opening scene of 5? The very first scene.
Probe droids and then
Oh yeah.
probe
droids.
Transmitter. Echo 14 to Echo 37.
Echo me to you.
How you doing, best friend?
Echo me to you. Oh yeah, I'm here.
Han, best friend, you read me?
8 minutes in. Do they show Vader? How soon do they show Vader?
I'm gonna say
You fucked up. He come out of lightspeed too close.
Luke gets slashed by the Wampa.
I'll see you in hell. You're way off.
I think that's way too far in.
I agree.
So we have 20th Century Fox bullshit. We have the crawl. We have the Star Destroyer. Probe droids landing on Hoth. We don't see Vader. It's just the destroyer and the droids. And then it goes to the Tauntaun stuff.
I'm gonna guess.
So I'm saying Luke gets slashed.
I'm gonna guess Han. Ooh. I'm gonna guess Han on his Tauntaun. Oh my god. I was gonna originally guess him entering the Echo base or whatever it is
After Luke
on
gets
a
slashed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm gonna guess
it might
that.
be too soon.
I'm gonna guess that.
I'm trying to overestimate how long the
8 minutes
the crawl is.
Yeah, 8 minutes is quick though.
It's always tricky because every time I think that the first sequence is fast, it's not that fast. And whenever I think it's long, it's not that long.
We're always a half hour or 2 minutes off.
Or 14.
Which movie did you guess?
Which one are we talking about?
So again,
episode 13.
Again, 8 minutes into episode 5, Attack of the Return.
And just for continuity's sake, we are doing the special editions of all the movies. I know I've been only watching the despecialized since I've found the despecialized. Apologies.
Is it weird that I've never included the 20th Century Fox, the Lucasfilm, the Crawl? I mean, there's a lot at the very beginning.
That's why I'm thinking
a long time ago
my
takes
bet is safe.
29 seconds there.
Yeah, so
oh my God, I thought that was live.
Let's zoom fast.
Jesus, what version is this?
We're fucking around, everybody. Yeah.
Oh, he's already back.
Shit. Man, we're not even at 5 minutes and Han's already back in the base.
Oh, so I'm off.
Yeah, I'm way off.
Wait. Okay. Oh my God.
Oh, jeez. He's already out. Oh, so he's in the Wampa Cave.
Wait, that's 8:30. So he's hanging in the ice in the Wampa Cave. I think that says 8 still.
That's 8:54. Wow. So Han Solo is telling everybody to
with the
fuck
shit
around.
stain. It's the shit
Shit
stain.
stain in the background.
It's the shit stain tauntaun scene.
Yeah, Han Solo's talking shit to everybody.
7:58, 7:59, 8.
Yeah. So
It hasn't come on the West Wing.
I think Hogan is closest.
No. I guess he is.
No, he's about to say it right here.
I'll see you in hell. Man.
Before you reach the first marker, well, I'll see you in hell.
Hogan,
woohoo!
Hogan Garrison.
Nice. You win a round of applause, brah.
Mopar's proved wrong for the first time ever.
That's never happened before.
It
might
actually-
never happen again.
Let's redo that. I don't think he's right.
You should get your autograph signed on this day. It's that important.
You should sign my child.
There we go.
Congratulations. So how close were you guys? Listening?
Did you win or did you not win? You know, I wish we had a TV or projector screen for the after party at Celebration, because Guess the Scene would be fun to do. Live, on air, and in person and human.
Welcome, Jakota. Yeah, no, I agree. I'm hoping to have something live. Are they going to be scrolling through the shit?
What?
Episodes of Star Wars at the...
Oh, yeah, on in the background. I just mean, like, it'd be cool if we had, like, a featured
Guess the
TV
Scene.
up by the stage. We could be like, all right, guys, this is what you play every episode. We're going to do Guess the Scene. If you win, I'll buy you a beer.
Maybe that's a good idea for May 4th.
What if, like, 45 people win and I have to buy 45 beers?
May 4th, that might be it.
Yeah.
To do, instead of, like, full trivia, we'll include that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now we're talking. Yeah.
We got it!
Yeah, we got it down now. All right, so Hogan, congratulations. I'll buy you a beer at Celebration. I'll see you in a couple days.
Is Hogan going?
I think he is going, yeah. You going, right, bro? Yeah.
If he's not, I'm no longer buying him a beer.
I'm selling my pass, honestly.
I'm selling my pass.
Get my money back. I don't want to care about the Star Wars.
If he's not going, I'm not.
Exactly. All right, well, that was the opening. So, again, if you're new, that's how we do things when we start off. Beer review. Oh, we forgot the drinking bell altogether. We'll do that for the next beer.
Oh, that was the very first thing I did.
Yeah?
When we started that.
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling. I never even heard it. All right, I'm sorry. So that's how we kick things off.
I can do you one better. I'll get you a projector TV.
Says Jakota. But are you going to be at Celebration? Because the answer is no, and then that doesn't happen. Doesn't make sense.
I actually dislike him now.
So, woo. How you doing, man? How you feeling? Good? Excited?
You know, I'm gonna say I was let down today. You know what one of my favorite things of all time is?
What happened today?
Spring showers, April showers.
Really?
We were supposed to get thunderstorms today.
Man, fuck the rain.
I love
Fuck
April
the rain.
showers.
Fuck the rain in its ass. I don't like it.
So from 2 p.m. till like 8 tonight was supposed to be thunderstorms, pop-up
No.
thunderstorms. We got absolutely nothing. We got little sprinkles. You can see it now. We got little sprinkles, and that was it.
You can't see it. We can see it. No, fuck the rain. I don't care. I know we need
You don't
it.
like thunderstorms?
I want it to rain from like midnight to 6 a.m. every day.
Really?
Yeah, that way it happens while I'm sleeping.
I love rain.
I hate the rain, dude. Fuck it.
Why? Does it make your pubes curly? It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I straighten those things out in the morning. It takes so long, and then I go outside. There's moisture. I'm just like, what? No, I really, the rain pisses me off.
I love it, especially.
I can take a light drizzle.
No, that's my least favorite.
I can take a mist and a drizzle. Fine.
Hate mist.
But when it's raining, it's like I've never bought an umbrella in my life, and I'm not going to start and fuck the rain. That's how I feel.
What's the worst case scenario? You get wet.
Yeah, but what if you're trying to go somewhere, dude? That's what I'm talking about.
Who cares?
That's what I'm talking about. I say the same thing about like if it's a really hot day and humid, getting really sweaty. Like if I'm gonna go
That's
on
uncomfortable,
a
though.
bike ride or if I'm working out or whatever, then I don't care. It doesn't matter. It doesn't affect me then. But if we're about to like go to work or go out somewhere and I get all ready and then I'm going outside, now it's raining.
Don't you prepare for that?
And then I'm soaking wet. How are we gonna prepare for it? It's raining.
Wear a jacket.
That doesn't affect your hair or your face or anything else.
You adds to the fluff.
I don't wear hats like you. I can't do the.
No, you re-slick it.
That doesn't work. It's
Activator.
not real. It's not how it happens. I just I need a helmet.
First of all, I love thunderstorms. I love thunderstorms. I
do like thunderstorms.
What I want. See, now you're an ass.
I will say that. Keep the rain like in the distance. I just want the thunder and the lightning. Keep everything back over there.
I want to be playing Skyrim on kind of a chilly day, not cold, but chilly day. Thunderstorms come rolling in.
No.
Yeah.
I'm about the snow.
I love snow.
The snow.
I like
That's
weather.
what I want.
I like weather, whether you like it or not.
This needs to end. No, I'm not about the. What's up, Carlos Candido? I'm not about the rain.
I love
no,
rain.
thank you. No.
No, I understand the uncomfortable ability of it.
It ruins everything.
First
it's terrible.
of all,
you can't do anything out in the rain.
Absolutely not.
This is Camino. You can't do anything out in the rain.
You sound like a wonton bitch.
I was born as a wonton. What would you say about that?
Outside of wet socks, that's the one thing. Like if my socks get wet, then I'm like, "Ugh, I hate this. But if I can avoid,
what are you gonna do out in the rain?
Live your goddamn life.
What does your life have to do with the rain?
Actually, what I'm gonna ask is, what can't you do out in the rain? Huh?
Almost everything.
Can't drive.
Except for a fucking rain dance.
I was gonna go out for beers, but well, moisture.
If you're gonna bar hop and walk from bar to bar, then yeah, that fucking sucks.
If it's raining. That's one of the best things ever. Because first of all the bars are empty because bitches like you don't have it.
Boom! I'll drink it home. Fuck it.
All the fuzzy haired freaks are out.
The beer's cheaper. There ain't no rain, and I can do whatever the hell I want.
There ain't no rain.
See? I'm drinking it home. That's what it is. I'm gonna podcast in the rain. Fuck that. As we say this, we're about to go to Chicago. We're gonna get shit on.
I'm not bringing any of it.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna literally go from like. Yeah. See, maybe I should get an umbrella just for celebration.
Like an R2D2.
I'm gonna get triggered beyond belief if it's raining the whole time.
I don't think it's supposed to. It's just supposed to kind of cold.
Yeah, Dakota says you can't light sparklers in the rain.
Actually, you physically can.
You probably could.
Unless they're dunked in the spuddles.
Dunked.
The spuddles.
I dunk mine before I light them.
Well,
it's more in lighter fluid though. You know what I'm saying? All right. So besides the goddamn rain, that was an entire episode. How are you feeling? I'm feeling good. I'm excited about celebration. You were saying
how you feeling? Feeling good.
That you weren't 1,000% jazzed for it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I understand that. I think it was about a week, not even a week ago. It was right when we got back from LA. I've been 1,000,000% balls deep in Star Wars. Been playing Battlefront, been reading the comics, and I've been reading Queen Shadow, and I've been having Star Wars.
Shreddo. What was about that?
Queen Shredder.
Is that one with the Michelangelo and the Raphael?
I almost tried to say Queen's like Steve Brule, and that was really hard to do.
Kareen's
Shreddo. Yeah, and watch the Star Wars movies on in the background and just talking about celebration and packing the box of all of our giveaways and everything. I'm balls deep in Star Wars. I'm 1,000,000% Star Wars focused right now. I love it.
I have been playing Battlefront recently. The other thing I've been playing is Battlefield. Been back on the Battlefield 5 train a little bit. I haven't watched like a Star Wars thing other than when we did commentary tonight.
I've been doing background stuff.
You know what I've been doing is actually holding back a little bit, like subconsciously. Whoa,
Jesus Christ,
that was a weird one. Subconsciously,
Are you a Sarlacc pit?
Is that it?
I think that's it.
I've been holding back a little bit.
Yeah, just so you don't get burnt out.
Yeah, because I know, honestly, I'm one to get burnt out real quick.
No, I know what you mean.
And I'm hyped for it, but I've seen 2 really cool Bobas. I don't need to see 13 more. Like, I get burnt out real quick.
I can see 11 Bobas before I get burnt
See,
out.
I maxed out at like 7.
I upgraded my skill tree. I can see 11 Bobas before I get burnt out.
But I'm hyped. It's all about the news, man. It's all about the news because there's so much to be announced and released and all this.
Yeah.
So I'm hyped for it, but I'm reserving my hype for it.
I understand.
So-
So I've low-key said that 2019 is going to be the best year of Star
Loki.
Wars. Yeah.
Hulk smash. Loki, remember? In the Avengers.
Yeah. I understand what you're saying.
I watched Infinity War, the first one, again.
All right, we'll get to that later.
Did you realize it was 3 hours long?
Yeah. Endgame is 3 hours, 2 minutes. I have been low-key saying, not like the god
Loki's
of
dead.
mischief, low-key like subvert your expectations, low-key, that 2019 is going to be the best year of Star Wars. So many things are happening.
Whoa.
The
Of all
best year
time.
of Star Wars in history.
I agree. Let's handshake on it.
All right.
I completely agree.
Got it.
I think this is going to be the biggest event,
Sorry.
biggest event of all time. There's so much on the line.
I wouldn't say biggest event. You don't know what's going to happen in a
I
couple
don't care.
years.
I'm calling it right now. This is the fucking heyday. This is the event. First of all, we're going.com.
If we're there, there's nothing going to be comparable.
You guys see Mopar with pants off again? Yeah, event of the year. No, I truly think because the game community's pissed. Listen, the game community's upset because of the lack of games.
No, we're disappointed.
Even the straight up movie community for Star Wars, we don't even have a title, and then future titles and future plots, and the streaming service and the future game, dude.
But I'm talking about it from a positive spin.
No,
I'm talking about it like we're all geared up for episode 9.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's what I'm
We
saying.
know The Mandalorian's happening. We know
Yes.
Galaxy's Edge is going to be coming out. We know The Clone Wars is
Fallen
coming
Order.
back. We know Fallen Order's coming out. But I think there's going to be so many more surprises because we haven't heard a single sentence about Ryan Johnson stuff, Benioff and Weiss stuff, Cassian, except for the announcement, we haven't heard anything. I feel like we're going to be really primed for a lot of brand new announcements that we weren't even expecting.
Okay, so what I want to ask you right now.
I'm ready for the
Let's
ask.
try to predict the future. I don't know
All
if the
right,
dark
let's do
side clouds all.
What's the thing that Professor X wears in the little dome?
The
need that.
the satellite.
The saturator. I got it. All right.
What I'm gonna ask
Saturator's
you-
on. Let's go.
But this is a personal question.
I'm
at
ready.
the same time.
I'm asking.
What news that's going to happen or be released at I almost called it Expedition at the celebration are you going to be most excited about? Because there's so much. I mean, we got game,
Well,
we
I
got
can't
movie.
really tell until it gets announced, right?
So your Cloudman judges all.
Yeah, the celebration is clouding my judgment.
No joke. I think I'm going to be more hyped about the Game of Thrones trilogy announcement. More hyped. Because I have a weird feeling that they're going to trust them
Yeah.
with some Old Republic stuff.
Yeah.
And listen, I'm talking about just straight hype. I'm not talking about, is it going to be the best thing ever? Am I going to look like, that's years down the line, guys.
Yeah.
I'm just talking, what's going to
Not that
wow
far.
me? What's going to wow me the most? The episode 9 title? I mean, I know it's going to be like the most, not recent, but the fastest
The most
coming.
pressing.
Yeah, most pressing. I think.
I actually think I'm going to say that I'm most excited about The Mandalorian.
Cool.
I think I'm literally most excited about episode 9. But when I think about it, I want to say The Mandalorian because it's the first of very many things. We have the Disney streaming service. It's the first Star Wars live action show. It's the first offshoot into the Disney streaming service. It's a big first for a lot of things in Star Wars.
It's a second though.
It's true. It's true.
No, I completely understand. I'm not going to agree.
I think off the top of
know,
my head, like episode 9 obviously trumps everything. But I'm really excited for The Mandalorian. And I think with that announcement, because Disney Plus is not even out yet, they might at that panel release information about casting or like some of the other titles or something like that.
Yeah, I think. No, that's a really, really good one. It all depends
That's
on
why
what
I said
it all depends on the actual news that's released.
True.
Because if they have to do the Mandalorian right,
It's true.
I think they will. But episode 9's coming up real quick, and I'm gonna be fucking hyped no matter what. But at the same token, I think the Lord of the Rings, or I'm sorry, Game of Thrones guys
Yes.
trilogy might be
Say Benioff and Weiss.
Weiss.
That one should be easy to
Trilogy.
remember. Benioff.
I hate. It sounds like you're saying like Ben, and then Eoff, Eeyore Weiss, Ben Eeyore Weiss
Benioff and Weiss.
trilogy. I think that has the most potential, but at the same time, what has a lot of weight is the Fallen Order, because if we don't get a good Star Wars game,
Yeah.
see there's like weight, there's timing with the episode 9, and then there's potential with the
Yeah.
Benioff and Weiss. Like there's a lot going on, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Yeah, every time I want to pick something, I'm like, oh wait, Fallen Order needs to make up for a lot. So they're gonna blow the
I think that's
hopefully
the most.
they're gonna blow us away.
I think that's the most weighted news.
I think so.
Episode 9 is gonna. It's gonna be good. I don't care what anybody says. It's gonna be good to great. I don't care. You could hate episode 8, and episode 9 is gonna be good to great.
Man, do you think we're gonna
You were-
get into some really interesting conversations in the live podcast? Because here's my theory about
This is a live podcast.
I'm talking about the live podcast at Celebration.
Well, I'm thinking Friday. So my thoughts are they're gonna release one crazy thing every night.
Well, it's gonna happen with the panels. So the episode 9
Exactly.
panels Friday morning, first thing.
Ooh, episode. Oh, my nips, guys, baby.
So when we're doing our live podcast at the brewery that night, everyone's gonna be buzzing about episode 9 because that was like the big announcement of the day. So we're gonna be talking about that primarily. What I was saying is that this is mine to drink, not yours.
Not yours. What is that from?
Rogue One.
Mine, not yours. Oh yeah.
Here amongst my achievement, not yours. But what I was going for is there's some toxicity and some split in the fandom, but I have a feeling that people aren't going to act like complete dickheads in person. Like the things that you would say to somebody over Twitter, you would not say to their fucking face, especially when you see Mopar in his hat. He'll stomp your ass with the Force. You can't talk shit. That's just how it is. So I think we're going to subvert a lot of the bullshit that we see like online in fandom at Celebration because everybody's in person. That's my hope.
I'm a lot fatter and drunker in person, so get ready for that.
Yeah. I can confirm. That's true.
I can't wait, baby.
Hello, Zale. Hello, Shinobi. Hello, Travis Dunn. Welcome to the chat.
Welcome. Second at Shinobi. So what's Shinobi saying? I have a feeling that they will announce future movies beyond the Skywalker saga, and that's where my thoughts and hopes and dreams lie in the Benioff and Weiss stuff. I
Well,
think
don't
they're
forget
gonna,
about Ryan Johnson.
I have a weird feeling about that. I really do. I have a feeling that they're not gonna do it. I know they've said they're gonna do it, but if all of it, let's look at the 10 things they've guaranteed us. I have a feeling that that's the one thing that they might, for whatever reason, nix.
No.
I don't want them to. I'm not saying that.
No, they're not going to. They're not going to.
I take it back. Fallen Order. It's never done.
You don't put your faith in him for episode 8 and stand by it even after the backlash and then keep him with a trilogy of his own making. You can have some of this if you want. If you don't really believe and trust in what he's doing.
See,
I think he has a lot to bring to Star Wars, and I'm very excited, and I'm beating a dead horse like we always do. And I think saying that I'm repeating something that I said in the last episode is now also beating a dead horse. So here we go. I'm excited to see what he has to do with Star Wars without any attachment to a previous story.
I completely agree, and that was going to be my point. That
Luckily, I made it.
There's no beginning or end that he has to live up to. He gets to create his own. And I think, all right, first of all, guys, every director wants to do beginning to goddamn end. I don't care who you are. No one wants to do an in-between film.
I think there's benefit.
You're dealing with existing characters, and you can't really take them where you want them to go because there's limitations.
I think there's benefit to doing that.
No, absolutely not.
I think, and I'm echoing what a lot of fans have said, like, if they had an
Overarching.
these characters start here, they do this in the middle, and they end here. If they had some... What?
Sorry, Dakota Bams is making me laugh.
What?
Man, Cody is really beating up horses here.
Sorry, horses, man. You know, what can I say?
Poor
If they were
goddamn-
fathiers, I would not be the dead fathier, but
Oh my
horses,
God.
come on.
Those poor stallions.
I think there would be benefit to, if Kathleen and the Disney team sat down with the 3 directors of the sequel trilogy and they all hashed out an overall story from start to finish, and then each director was given the liberty to fill that in how they chose in their movie, I think there would have been some benefit in that. But at the same time, I think we're headed in the right direction regardless.
I have a weird question, I guess.
Let's go.
It's building off what we're talking about.
If you're going to beat a dead horse, you should leave that question to me.
No, my Be It Alive commander.
Oh, shit.
Oh, here we go. My question is...
Protection.
With George Lucas, he basically created the prequels at the beginning, but he didn't want to. He couldn't play it out. He knew that, so he chose Episode 4 to start with these simple characters, and I don't mean simple, guys. I'm sorry, more in-depth characters that you can connect with. I mean, he did it right. I think none of us would be Star Wars fans. I really, truly think this. I don't think any of us would be Star Wars fans if he didn't start with Episode 4. If he started with Episode 1, Star Wars would be completely different. No, it would have been like goddamn a Starship Troopers or whatever.
I disagree.
You can't. It's facts.
I think there's a lot of...
Let me get to my question.
All right, go ahead.
I'm formulating.
That's why I was trying to talk.
And there's no. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I guess I'm formulating my question. It's right there. I want to ask it the right way.
What I was going to say is that it's very right time, right place, right thing. Like Star Wars, as much as I shit on Episode 4 for being boring, like Star Wars, the original is great.
Absolutely.
It did a lot
time?
of
Are you
great,
kidding
amazing
me?
things, especially in 1977. There's a lot of right time, right place stuff that goes along with that being the biggest movie franchise of all time, though.
Let me make a point here. From 1977 to like 1990, 13 goddamn years, we had like two or three good sci-fi films. Star Wars. Well, let's leave out the rest of the Star Wars.
I don't want to say that specifically. Alien, Terminator.
How many more?
I don't know. I'm not a film buff. I don't know off the top of my head.
StarCraft Alliances. They're all
Age of
bad,
Empires.
dude.
I don't know.
No,
I'm not a film buff. I don't know the details.
and I think it's a generational thing.
What I'm saying
'Cause
is,
go ahead.
what I'm saying
Sorry.
is, it's okay. We love Star Wars. I think the reason that kids love Star Wars if they started with the prequels, or kids love Star Wars if they started with the sequels, the people that love Star Wars would like it no matter what. But it would not have been a giant fucking global franchise, never seen before in the world, if it hadn't been right time, right place, right movie, right director. There's a lot of factors that go
absolutely.
into that being the biggest thing ever.
I agree, and I do think it would be completely different. I think it would have thrown off the time, the age, and everything. If you started with a little boy Anakin, like you would have been. It wouldn't have applied to children at that point. I feel like it would have been, all right, like this kid, but there's grown up Jedi and stuff. Like I don't know, man. I don't know really where I'm going with this.
I feel like it's dangerous to cater to a specific audience, though. Because I feel like kids would love Star Wars no matter what.
The prequel trilogy was the first full trilogy directed by George Lucas.
Yeah, because he only directed Episode 4. That's where I think like the different directors is a good idea. It's a good move. But if they need a little overarching support is what I'm saying. But they didn't. It's fine.
I wish that George Lucas would have trusted others to write his stuff.
I think Ron Howard was supposed to do Episode 1. I can't remember.
That's
what
interesting that he finished Solo.
That's why when that came out, I was like, "Oh, that
No, he
makes
did
total
all Solo.
sense."
I'm sorry, he didn't finish it.
They reshot most of it.
That's
so,
right.
yeah.
That's right. I'm thinking rightly.
But yeah, I think he was
Right.
supposed to. George Lucas was writing, and Ron Howard was supposed to direct Episode 1. Wonder how the fuck that would have turned out.
Good. I mean, listen, it's good.
Excuse me.
Whoa.
Excuse me.
It was good. Well, first of all, it was good because we're 10.
Excuse me.
You dang. Okay, Jar Jar.
I was 11 and it was great. Actually, I was 10 because I think it was in May, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I was still 10. No, I love episode 1 very much. You started this whole thing by having some sort of point. I think it was about the same director doing the 3 movies.
I guess that was my point. Like,
What
and
was
it's been my point for several months now is let's get someone's look on the Star Wars universe in an entire trilogy that's not called George Lucas. Like, I don't care if he didn't direct.
We're about to have 2 of those.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't care if he didn't direct 5 and 6. Those were his stories. He wrote it and he produced it, right?
I can't say 100%, but I want to say yes.
I mean, he was probably in the background like, don't fuck this scene up, bitch. Like, I'm sure he was
I
hands
think
on.
he was like acting like a director. Even Irvin Kershner was like, okay, calm down.
Psychotic. Oh, here we go. Travis made a good point. Sorry. I wish Ron Howard would get another shot to direct, write a Star Wars story. I completely agree. No, and that's the whole point. Let's get other versions of Star Wars. That's the whole Benioff and Weiss. That's the whole Ryan. I know Ryan Johnson did 8, and whether or not you liked it, if he does a whole trilogy, it's a completely different thing. But the storyline, first of all, the storyline needs to be there. That's, I think, number goddamn 1. Number Anakin 1.
And I think that's one thing that we don't have to worry about because they have the time and the freedom to plan that out. Ryan Johnson, you get 3 movies. He knows that from day one. He's planning that out. You get to decide things ahead of time. You are leading the charge on 3 movies that all connect, that are in a row.
Is he writing it?
I do not know, but I think, yeah, writing and directing.
I'm just saying, not always is the best writer and director.
That was a common criticism of 8. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm not pointing out one thing or the other. I'm just saying, get a goddamn good writer.
Yeah.
All right. What are you, a Star Wars fan and the perfect writer for this? Let's hire you in and see what the hell happens. Why can't they do a goddamn lottery? Or not a lottery, I'm sorry, but like a competition.
Just like Celebration. Just make it a lottery.
But
we all submit. Everyone that hates The Last Jedi gets to submit to write the next Star Wars movie, and they pick at random.
But first of all,
and somebody does it, and then Luke he warps himself back to 15 years old, and then he goes and cuts everybody in half.
Step 1: get 3 writers and not even in a room. Get 3 writers that you really like.
In an email chain.
Do a 1-page. What the fuck would you do? Give me one goddamn page. What would you do? Timeline, characters, and where would you take it? Boom. We select you and you. Now, who's going to direct it? You guys choose. We got these 3 directors that really want to do this stuff. Would you want this? Would you want that? I feel like it's really not that difficult, guys.
Well, it's not. But what's happening is
I think the doors are opening. I feel like I'm being overly critical, but the doors are opening slowly.
What's happening is they bought Star Wars back. Sorry, they bought Star Wars. They brought it back. They planned out the first run of things over the course of 5 or 6 years, and they planned some things. But then after a movie or 3 comes out, then they want to adjust. You know what I mean? Like that's why they fired what's his face from episode 9 and brought JJ back.
Who did they fire?
Colin Trevorrow.
Where was he from?
Jurassic World.
Thank God.
Right. You know, one thing I am very excited about though is that one of the dudes that co-wrote on Batman vs Superman is co-writing on episode 9. So I'm looking forward to that because I'm a very avid Batman vs Superman lover. But yeah, I mean, I think we're saying somewhat of the same things. Like we have reservations, but at the same time, very excited about stuff.
I guess my reservations, not my reservations, but my criticism lies on Disney just getting shit done. They get
shit done.
They
bro.
have. Listen. They have been. They really have been. Yeah. They've been making decisions, whether they fucked up in your opinion or not. They have made 4 goddamn movies and let's call it 2 video games in like 3.5 years.
How many books? How many comics?
That's always having to happen though. They're just over.
But there's a lot though. Like there's a surprising amount, more than I ever thought.
It's just focused upon.
There's probably like 30 books.
They have money to throw around. Back then it was like I wrote the best book ever. And you're like,
That's not true. There were so many old canon books.
I would like to look at the book sales. The best book of all time, like Darth Bane series or whatever you want to call it. I would like to see those like up against Last Shot for Solo. I think Last Shot would probably overdo it because it's a Disney thing.
I don't know.
I guess that's more of a question. Like what happened? Like where are they? Like my parts best. We got a lot of people in here yelling at each other.
No, we don't. It's just Shinobi yelling at Travis.
I do see there's like 12 Shinobis.
Yeah. I think they're trying to just debunk like Ryan Johnson ruined Star Wars and shit like that. It just doesn't play.
Can't debunk it, man. It's Star Wars. Whether you debunk it or not, that's Snoke's theory.
Snoke's boudoir.
Boudoir.
That's the thing.
How do you think about that?
I love it. The fact that he said,
Snoke's
if you want to
boudoir.
break into Big Daddy Snoke's boudoir, I think that's fucking great. Here's the thing about Star Wars and creative visions. Like it's their IP. They're taking the story where they think is the best option. And if you don't agree with that, that's unfortunate. But I would say the majority is happy in the direction that we're heading. That's my estimate. So I think we got into this by saying at Celebration, I'm hoping that people would be much more awesome, more civil in person than they would be online.
Bringing a ray gun.
Just in case. I'm bringing ray shields. Just drop it on the floor, ray shields. Everyone's trapped. Bitch, you better not talk shit about Ryan.
Try to order another beer in that thing. No one's going to get it.
Say something about Rose. Say it.
Say Rose again,
I got ray shields queued up.
Get Mace Windu in it. Say it, Rose again, motherfucker.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
But I'm excited, man. I think in person we can fucking have a craft beer and just, agree to disagree and just love Star Wars. Think about it. These people that I shouldn't say these people. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to start it that way.
Those people.
If you hate the sequel trilogy and you're still coming to Star Wars Celebration, that means there's a commonality between all of us that love Star Wars, that there's something that we can talk about or have a beer about or argue about, or I think there's common ground there for sure. So
Absolutely.
If you don't like 1 or 2 movies, it's not a big deal. I mean, I hate episode 3 and I'm still on the podcast with this savage. So
I haven't got rid of them yet.
just kidding. I watched it today.
Did you really?
Yeah.
How good was it?
It's good.
Like
It was fucking good.
out of like bad lines, like if you can really take yourself out of bad lines, the movie's fucking perfect. I like the action. I like the sequences.
Well, I mean, I guess the problem is like lines are a big part of a movie.
no, I completely understand, but you
don't
gotta.
want to say like if you could just like forgive like the acting and the script and the special effects.
But whoa. And I feel like that was a big misinterpretation. Like the acting's not that bad.
Yeah,
I
I understand.
it was good actors forced to say terrible fucking lines.
Hugh McGregor and Natalie Portman. Yeah, I understand.
Hugh McGregor was great in Christopher Robin. Have you seen it yet?
I haven't. No.
Jesus, makes me tear up on the third one. Man.
Listening to you makes me tear up.
If you haven't teared up yet,
Listen, guys, this is the tear up show.
this is Tear Around Show Podcast.
Every tear that you shed, it gets one more entry into the Guess the Scene lottery.
which you win more tears.
All right,
Tear droplets.
summary. Excited for Celebration, motherfuckers. Ready?
Get in there, man.
I'm ready.
Get in there. I will say, now that Shinobi I just read Shinobi's comment here. If we hear 0% of the Knights of Ren through, let's say we get through all of Celebration and not a goddamn thing's talked about Knights of Ren. And let's say we get through all of episode 9. We watch it. December. Boom. We're there. Not a goddamn thing about Knights of Ren. I personally will be a little upset. They set some weird stuff up with that.
I wouldn't be upset about it.
I
wouldn't
would
be upset. No.
I would. I would.
I would not be upset.
You, the leader of this whole group that we're never going to mention again?
But think about there's a very simple explanation.
That's like saying this is Dexter's laboratory, but we never see the laboratory.
It's like saying
Just Dexter.
Ben Kenobi was a great Jedi Master and now all the Jedi are gone. Why don't we see the Jedi again?
We do. What are you talking about? That's
Just
my whole
Luke.
point.
Just Luke.
Whoa. No, we have a prequel trilogy. That's what I'm saying.
That's a prequel, though. I'm saying
Oh my
after that's
God.
mentioned, moving forward.
This is Commander with his eye shades on.
Listen, this is goddamn clone knowledge right here.
My whole purpose of that whole thing.
I know what you're saying.
If we
I don't-
never, from
listen,
here on out,
the
never
story
hear it.
doesn't hinge on the Knights of Ren.
I agree.
If
But
that poster that leaked is true, then we will be hearing plenty about the Knights of Ren.
what if Kylo dies in 9 and we hear not a goddamn thing?
I'm
about
okay
Kylo
with- After chronologically, or
Chronology?
after
Lickly?
like they'll do some prequel origin stuff about Kylo. I'm cool with that. As long as we get more content, I don't care where in the timeline it comes.
See, I'm very character based. I want to hear more about Grievous. I want to hear more about Maul. I want to hear more
No,
about...
I definitely want to hear more about Kylo. That's what I'm saying. If he dies in 9, there's still plenty of room for us to get more backstory and like origin story stuff of him. You know.
See, the weird thing is I don't... If Rey died in 9, I wouldn't care. And I don't mean that in any way. I'm more attracted to dark side. I want to see why they fell. What tainted them? Where did they come from? Because we started with Rey. Well, she could have an equally interesting background, I guess. But as it was,
Forever it shall be.
forever it shall be. No, without altering it. She was a slave or a scavenger, and that lives. But on Kylo's end, there's a whole fucking backstory.
Yeah.
And there's Leia and Han involved,
Yep.
and there's a lot involved.
I have the difference right here. Here's the difference. We meet Rey. She's trying to do the right thing. From day fucking 1, as soon as you see her, we don't know 100% about her history or backstory, but she's trying to do the right thing. Kylo is not trying to do the right thing. He's on the bad side. So if there is an opportunity for him to come back around, that's the interesting part, because he's been built up as a villain, but at the same time, he has these reservations about certain things.
Well,
And he does put some trust in Rey, and he does hesitate before he's killing his father. Like, there is room there for him to turn or be redeemed or go back to the light side or whatever you call it, or reveal himself as a double agent.
he
whatever
has
the
roots.
actual term is.
He has roots in the light side.
Right, but we want to see that.
He has roots in the light side. If Rey were to turn bad, that is I personally, I think that's a further stretch.
Yeah, that's a stretch. I'm just saying, for me, wanting to see a character develop over the course of 3 movies.
Murder snake!
The Kylo thing's more interesting to me because he's put up as a villain, but there's a bunch of these little strings that it's like, oh, he's not just a bad dude. There's more to him than meets the eye. So seeing that unfold over some movies would be more interesting than obviously Rey is the protagonist. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it's not to say Rey's a boring character. I'm just saying I am preferring to see what transpires with Kylo instead.
Yeah. Shinobi says you can't piece together a 100-piece puzzle by throwing out pieces you don't like or don't understand.
Yeah, you can. You just smash something in the hole.
Actually, I would argue against that because there are several pieces now that would fit the same thing. That's what Legends and... I'm going to actually disagree with you.
Also, if you put an entire puzzle together and like take out a few pieces, you can still basically see what it is.
Well, I'm just saying, now with Legends and canon, you have multiple pieces. That's all. I like your point, but I dislike your ability to connect to the Force.
I guess I understand. I guess I know what you're saying.
Connect.
Thanks for your comment. If you guys want to comment,
Why don't they just freeze everybody in carbonite and send them off?
Off where? Why would they freeze them? For what
All
purpose?
too easy.
We are strong, my lady.
We are strong. That's the weakest. We believe you.
This is real.
It's a good podcast.
Sorry, everybody. So consensus is, celebration, excitement, beyond belief. Beyond belief.
You've
man.
been playing a lot of Battlefront again.
Yeah, I'm way back into Battlefront.
You've never been way into Battlefront.
I
so
do.
this
I
is a-
know. I go in serious waves.
No, this is a hey, check mark.
No. Checkmate, I think is what you're saying. But no.
No, I meant check mark. I'm not playing a game.
I thought you were saying you caught me in a lie or some shit. No, I go balls deep or I don't play at all. That's how I do it.
This is you.
Listen, I want to hear my explanation.
Died twice. This game sucks.
Yeah. I said that today, but I kept playing. What do you want?
And I still liked it. So what's your thoughts on the new mode, man?
New mode it's cool to play like once a week,
One map.
but literally like it is the same map and you go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. So, I mean, it gets old really quick. So that's all I have to say about
guess
it.
my argument.
But
No, I don't disagree. I really don't disagree.
Yeah.
But I think my point on that whole thing is, regardless of the species and or timeline that you're playing as, it's all about the maps. I feel like if you're a droid or a clone, the assault is the assault. You have similar guns. You do similar things.
That's what pisses
It's
me off
all
about
about
it, actually.
It's all about the maps.
Yeah. No, that's what kind of makes me mad, though. I was thinking of that today as I was playing. I was like, how interesting would it be if each era had slightly different things for each class?
Uniqueness? Whoa.
Also, we still have 4 guns for each class. And in most classes, 2 of the guns are the same gun.
You heard it here first and second.
I'm not pissed, though. Don't worry. I'm not triggered at all. No, I think I do. I go balls deep and I'm obsessed, or I don't play at all. So I've been obsessed. The update that came with Capital Supremacy did fix a lot of things. It does feel like a slightly better game. It feels smoother. It's still buggy, but it feels better than it was. So in general, it's more enjoyable to play, I would say. So
Step 1, it's fucked because it's got one.
steps 1 through 9 are fucked, but we can redeem
Step
it.
1,
Steps 10 through 19.
Same map. Step 2, it's a goddamn same map. Step 3, you play the same people, same map.
So we'll get there. But yes, I think it might be, this could be true. It might be more about the fact that I'm going to Celebration that I want to play Battlefront more rather than the game got better. You know, just because it's Star Wars stuff. Been playing Battlefront with fucking a Star Wars movie on in the background.
Oh, no wonder you like Star Wars. Because you're watching and not playing it.
Oh.
If you play KOTOR over here, you're playing a goddamn... There's a story.
That's what I should do. All right, so I'm going to listen to the Darth Bane audiobook while I play Battlefront, and then I'm just going to think it's the best game ever made. That's all right. That's how we do it. I wonder if people from IGN do that when they review games.
Like, I'm producing a game with Natalie Portman lewd over here with some crazy midriff, and also trying to get into it, man.
This game sucks, but I'm looking at Attack of the Clones behind the scenes shots of Natalie Portman, so it's gonna get an 8.5 out of 10. You know what I'm saying?
That back trap she got. The back snacks.
That's a throwback to a commentary that we just did before this episode. Go back and listen to Clone Wars Part 2 animated Tartarovsky goodness.
Shinobi says, anyway, in 9 movie series, isn't there 10 movies now?
He left out a word, and yes, there are 10.
You're bound to hate one of them. It is what it is. Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree. Especially when you start really branching out. You're not going to like all of it. I mean, this is what series? I guess maybe Star Trek. Star Trek might be actually still a minute-for-minute larger series. Especially with the most recent trilogy. I mean, there's got to be more screen time.
You count movie? I think even movies alone might be, yes.
Yeah, there's a lot.
But then plus all the TV series, yeah.
Yeah.
Never got into Star Trek, man.
I do like the more recent ones. A lot of people didn't like it. I am actually
Abrams, man.
I'm a big fan of the first one, the first remake. I liked it, man. I think they casted it well. I think the story was fun. I don't know how close it was to an original story or however it was. Iowa.
Yeah. I think that's congruent. I was
Contingent.
thinking about something like that, actually. I'm glad you brought that up. It's not about Star Trek, but it's about not knowing the origin. I think
It will help you in the future, is the thing.
I think a lot of the issues with comic book movies getting bad reception is that people know the origin of the character.
They won't accept another one. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's why I really loved Lex Luthor in Batman vs Superman.
Less than Luther.
I don't know the true origin and the true like powers or whatever the fuck.
Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Black Panther. I mean, we're talking about a whole bunch of people. Shazam.
Yeah.
Like, I like this shit because I don't know anything fucking about them.
I mean, literally out of the MCU, even the only person that I really truly knew about was Spider-Man, and they're doing that in a totally different fucking way, which is great too.
Yeah.
So, but I think that's an issue with modern movies is that like there's what you know, and when they make something new, they don't do it like you would, and then you're instantly mad. But
Yeah.
sorry, I don't know why that popped up. Oh, Star Trek. Yeah. What are you doing over there? Are you looking something up?
No, just keep talking.
All right, cool. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I appreciate it.
Let's get into this here.
Oh,
It's
we got
getting
another
warm.
beer.
Getting warm, man. All right. All right.
got another beverage to try.
I hinted it at the beginning. We've got, oh my God, here we go. Brewed and canned by Martin House Brewing Company, Fort Worth, Texas. It's called the Blackbird Imperial Blackberry Sour Ale, made in Texas by Texans.
Looks like an Edgar Allan Poe poem on the front.
Maybe I'm a hater. Well, first of all, I've never been to Texas, so I. Whoa!
Maybe I'm a hater of this place I've never been to.
That's not how I meant to start.
Sparks is pissed.
That's not how I meant to start.
Dane
But
is pissed. But how did you mean to start? Start over.
I think it's cool that they rep Texas so hard.
Yeah. just like we do with
Because
Columbus.
when I see people doing that for Ohio,
Fuck yeah.
made in Ohio by Ohioans, but I feel like Ohioans wouldn't say that. Just made in Ohio, man. This is it.
Brewed in
but
Ohio, bitch.
they have to say made in Texas by Texans.
Just making sure you understand.
That's not made by
The
Mexicans.
state is so big they have to say it twice.
Whoa. Either that or there's Tordarians there too. They're not made by that. We're trying. Oh. Oh my God.
That's sour. I'm gonna take a bathroom break.
It's so.
I seriously might take a bath. I gotta pee.
That's
Blackberry sour, 9%. I've never had a sour that's over average, like 4 or 5%. You know,
very true.
so
What's
I don't know if
your-
they like tried to fuck it on purpose, like to make it like, hey, we never did a 9% sour. Let's just like make it terrible to make it 9%.
How bad does it taste? Add more alcohol.
And if
What's your initial thought?
my initial thought is like
Holy shit.
trying too hard.
Whoa.
That's my initial thought. If this was me 2 years ago, I would have been like, oh, it's terrible, 0 stars. I don't like sours. I don't get it.
See, I'm going with the 2 years ago. This is not good to me.
Let me take another. Also, we need, you know what we need to do? Well, I guess normally we only have one beer per show. I was going to say we need some pretzels for the transition.
This is not good.
Better or worse than the cereal stuff?
Worse. Whoa, worse.
What?
Yeah, this is worse. There's a lot of implications, a lot of reservations that go into this. I'm not a huge blackberry fan. While I'll eat fresh blackberries, I feel like this isn't a good taste for a beer.
Yeah.
Your face is way too confused. You're searching for goodness.
Well, I like blackberries a lot.
But does it work? It also is an imperial. I'm sorry, I like read it, but I didn't like
Yeah.
absorb it. Imperial blackberry sour stale.
Is it stale? That could be it.
It could be. So you're not on the 3 out of 3 train over here. Stale.
No, I'm thinking of 1.
Ooh, you might need to talk me into it. We were just talking right before the podcast, maybe on the commentary. Ooh. That
I'm
we
really fucking hungry, by the way.
like maybe out of all of our beer reviews, we've given 4, maybe 5 zeros. And we've done what?
I would say, yeah, 5 or 6 probably.
Maybe 100 reviews, and we've like
More than that. We started doing beer reviews around like episode 20.
we're at 188.
So like 160, 170 beer reviews. Some we've done multiple, you know.
This is questioning my authority.
I'm good on a 1.
Not.
I'm good on a 1.
I don't think it's mixed well. I don't like the flavor. I don't think the sour and the black. Like if you just did an imperial blackberry ale, I think it might have been great. But the fact that you did a blackberry sour imperial ale, like there's so much Texas.
All right, what does the Force will this beer to be? That's the real question.
Let's just do it real quick. I mean, like a good gulp. Good gulp. Cheers.
Cheers. I'm good with the 1.
0.
I'm good with the 1. It's sour beer, bro. It's part of the deal.
I can get past the sour.
Obviously not, Mr. Zero.
Mr. Imperial Black Ass. I can't drink this.
Mr. Imperial bushel of goddamn fruit.
Bushel berries. You drink that. I'm done.
Jeez. Well, don't make...
What do you mean don't make you drink a 1?
Well, think about our rating system.
0. I don't want it ever again.
A 1 is worth trying.
I don't want it.
It's an Imperial Blackberry Sour. It's
Don't
worth
try it.
trying. Yes.
Don't order this one, Tavor.
Listen, I don't like you
Sign up for a
because
fedora.
I also had the Claymore Stout back in the day, and I thought that was a really good beer.
That
And
was
you gave it a
7
0
years
too.
ago. 7 years ago.
Yeah, but you gave that a 0.
I
I
still
can't
wouldn't
trust
order
your goddamn palate.
I still wouldn't order it.
Your buds are fucked. You need a bud resetting before we go to Chicago.
Reset.
Seriously, is there some Astro McJoy that resets your buds?
First of all, the Claymore Stout is something that I think I could maybe wrap my head around now. No. I can't do this one. I'm sorry. Can I physically drink it? Yes. But that ain't saying much. I've watched,
I guess I could physically drink.
I watch Jackass people drink their own piss, so physically. So you can hammer away on that.
All right, that's fine. I'll do it.
Oh, I thought you were going to be happy about it. Oh, it's really good. Try it. Yeah. It ain't wowing me.
I just don't like disagreeing on things.
Yeah, I'm done.
Supposed to have the same opinion.
We're all supposed to think the same.
That's why podcasts are good. We don't disagree.
Good day.
So, all right. So celebration talk's over. 2 beer reviews.
Outside
Make
of
sure you go sign up for Tavor, please.
outside of Star Wars, anything? You watch anything?
Thrones, yeah.
Oh, we didn't even got to the goddamn Joker thing. Oh, that's a big thing. That's a big goddamn thing.
I need a restroom break. What are you pressing the face? No, I want you to drink the rest of this while I'm going to the bathroom.
I got P2.
All right, well, you go first then. I'll try to finish one of these before you get back.
Oh, that's a fucking challenge.
That's a challenge. I'm not going to be able to do it, by the way.
No, 'cause you can't hate.
Now you're going to go faster than ever. Why don't you do that normally? The door's going to lock. You're going to be locked out. Sorry. All right, listen. Anybody that's... Oh, God. Anybody that's listening and thinks I'm a hypocrite... Listen, it doesn't taste bad, but I'm trying to chug a Imperial Sour beer, and that doesn't go over well. I don't care who you are. Fuck. Oh, Jesus. So how's everybody doing today? You guys good? Jesus. Sorry. It doesn't sound great. If you're not watching the show, I bet. This probably sounds terrible. I challenge you to mix a bunch of Fruity Pebbles into a glass of orange juice and then chug it. I did it! I did it! I did it! I did it.
What did you did?
Done.
What did you did?
I told the guests while we were gone, imagine filling a glass of orange juice with Fruity Pebbles and then trying to chug that. That's what that tasted like.
And they said, 1 out of 3. I want to try that.
I'm trying to chug it. I'm trying to chug
Hey,
it. I'm not trying to sip on it.
Chuggability -1.
Listen, you don't chug a goddamn Kentucky bourbon barrel ale either.
You could. I'd rather.
You shouldn't. All right, now you get to talk.
right.
What are you supposed to do a challenge while I'm gone?
Let me rub one out or. Now you have 10 followers. There.
Fuck. Why would you say that?
Why not?
Because that's not a good thing to do.
All right, guys. Hated the village. Sorry. Mopar number 2. Can't handle it. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what he's seen in this. I feel like if we don't give anything a 0, then why do we have a 0? I'm not a fan of that. Now, I openly say, blackberry, I'm not a huge fan of it. I like blackberries themselves, but blackberry flavored stuff, you're pushing it. Sour ale, pushing it. And then you've thrown the Imperial 9.2%. You're mixing too much. I really not having it. While he's gone, because I know he hasn't played it, Battlefield Firestorm. Oh, baby. Let me tell you, huge fan. Huge fan for several reasons. That's a 3 out of 3. Played it this weekend. I played it last weekend. Last weekend was more of getting used to it. Getting used to the mechanics of the game. Not the fact that I needed to learn it because it's Battlefield. Huge Battlefield fan. I play it often. But it's just learning the map. Here comes Commander. Let me get back into it.
Hey, listen, motherfuckers. Squad Rogan Shadcast.
I have been cast. So I was just discussing why I just the 3 together I don't agree with, but I slowly got into gaming and the Battlefield Firestorm again.
Nice.
There's a lot that I just absolutely like.
Good.
And I, for the first time, confirmed Mopar came in first.
Nice.
Solo play. I'm telling you right now,
This is what it's all about.
it's more difficult than it sounds. And for me, I'm not saying, like, if you're a hardcore gamer, I'm sure you walk in, done first. But it
Sounded like
really,
the Nightman song.
it really is up to. First of all, let me ask you something because
Ask it away. I'm ready.
You're the wrong person to
I'm
ask
ready for anything.
because you have no clue.
It's 1 star.
The other battle royale games,
Yeah.
the maps, do they change?
I am bad person to ask.
Yeah.
I think it's the same map. It might rotate like on a season or like every week or something, but I think it's the same map for like there's one mode and it's the same map. every
Yeah.
time.
So Battlefield 5, their Firestorm, the map, it has like, let's just call it 12 to 15 aspects of the map, but they move every time you play. Sometimes there's a pit in the middle. Sometimes there's a lake in the middle. Sometimes there's snow in the middle. Sometimes, like every time you play, it's shuffled, which it blows my goddamn mind because that's one way. I feel like when I played the other,
Wait, so the buildings and everything does?
everything moves. It's like there's like a pocket. I don't know how else to explain it.
Because like in the other ones, wherever the final zone is, obviously will change every time. So like wherever the circle starts and where it ends, that's different every single time.
No, this whole map changes. The entire map changes.
Shit.
Sometimes there's a huge quarry pit in the middle. Sometimes there's a lake in the middle.
Damn.
So no matter what, you jump in and you might recognize areas.
Fuck.
And the buildings in the local areas. Oh shit.
Wait, God fuck. Were you listening to our commentary? We weren't even live.
We can call it count.
We did in the commentary we just did.
You sneaky hoe.
Wait, how did this... Wait, seriously, this is a breach in the time continuum.
Can you tell the local what's happening?
So we just did commentary to Clone Wars Part 2. We were talking about Dooku. He said, where's he from? And I said, Sereno. He's the Count of Sereno. And Mopar's like, Sereno, that's a patron. Because Nicole Serrano is one of our patrons. And she just pops into the chat here, and her new name on YouTube is Count Sereno.
She's pissed and happening.
Why
She's dark side.
Why are we there?
She's in the rafters.
I'm ready. Where's she at?
Hey, Nicole.
Hey! Hey, your card was declined. What are you doing up there?
Hey, cheers, you right there? That's awesome. Where were we? Battlefield 5.
Yeah, good
Firestorm.
shit. No, that's cool that it's random.
I don't know. See, that's my question, actually. I know it moves around. I don't know how random it is. I don't know how much it mixes it up. But, like the quarry pit, there's specific buildings around the quarry pit. Now, while the quarry pit will move, it'll carry those buildings around.
Oh, yeah.
But still, the whole map will move.
Yeah.
It's cool, man. I love it. It's so...
Well, that's what's
First of all-
holding up older players like us, is that kids can jump into these games. She changed it last week. Nice. Well, we preemptively we knew that as patrons. We see every account change. That
Everything's clouded except for Serrano. You got it.
Kids will jump into a brand new game and learn all the maps, know where
Done.
everything is. Done. So if it literally is random and changes every time, that's cool to hear. So yeah, I need to
And-
dive in, but I don't want to play that shit by myself. So.
And I've tested it where I will jump in and go to a similar spot. Like I'll go to the quarry and go into the same exact building, and there's different shit in there. So it doesn't pay off all the time.
Yeah.
But I won. I was number goddamn one. It really did make me feel special. It really did. Like,
That's how you feel when you beat a Dark Souls boss.
it made me feel special when I get like top 5. But to win the whole fucking thing,
Hell yeah.
first of all, there's no music.
I like
It is
that.
such an intense. Like, if you get somewhere, you're like
That's a huge part of the game, though. You know,
just
to
hiding.
figure out where people are.
Oh shit, dude!
Yeah. No, it's awesome. That was the part that I really did love about PUBG and stuff. I just was never good at it. Just never,
It's a more fluid game than PUBG.
too many games.
I think PUBG was one of the innovators of that.
Yeah. No, I think
And
it
much more
was for
realistic.
sure. Yeah.
But yeah, there's better stuff now. I'm sorry.
That's where you have the advantage, though, of like, I already love Battlefield. I know how the mechanics work.
Yeah.
I understand. I don't have
Exactly.
to relearn. I only have to relearn half of a new game. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So
Yeah,
I'll jump in.
we'll do it. I have not played group mode or whatever you want to call it.
No, I can't jump in this week because Mrs. Commander and I have 3 days to watch all of season 7 of Game of Thrones, so we can catch up.
Well,
so
shit, we
can
should
watch
end this
season
now.
8.
You guys got to try.
I can watch 2 tomorrow, 2 Tuesday, and 3 Wednesday. That's fine.
2 Tuesday, 3 Wednesday.
Yeah, because there's only 7. So good to transition. Yeah, talk about Thrones.
I guess now.
If you want, I haven't played Battlefield, so I don't have much to say.
I won the game, and you want
yeah,
to
we
move
heard
on.
that part already.
Well, guys, I won it. I took a screenshot and everything. I was so proud.
Guys, if you win Guess the Scene next week, you have to mail a trophy to us for Mopar. It says Battlefield Champion, Mopar Savage.
Spell my name wrong, please.
Morp Challenge.
NOPR, no par.
So yeah, I've been catching up on Thrones. You know, this is a nerdgasm month because Celebration happens. Thrones premieres while we're at Celebration, and then 2 weeks
Endgame.
later, Endgame comes out. So April and Shazam just came out. Endgame or April.
April-gasm.
Endgame 2018 is a crazy month, everybody.
It is. It's fan-packed.
It is. It is. So we've been catching up on Thrones. We didn't talk about that last time. So my wife likes Thrones, but she always
lot.
gets sidetracked with other TV shows and like
I do,
never
too.
committed.
So many tits in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to watch that shit. I'm gonna go watch something different instead.
Oh.
I love Thrones. I've seen it way too many times.
For what
Seen
reason?
it
Here
way
we
too
go.
many times. Way too many times. Anyway, so
Certain episodes.
we were way behind.
Danny gets naked? What? I like this episode.
And I was getting pissed. I was like, you need to catch up. I'm going to watch season 8. I'm not going to give a shit about you. And then you're going to be way behind. So what we did was watch detailed season recap videos of season 3, 4, and 5.
That doesn't make up, man.
It doesn't. But we were out of options at that point, really.
Why does everybody hate Ramsay?
That was the only thing that she really, truly missed was like Ramsay and how he's worse than Joffrey.
Who?
That's the only thing that she missed. So detailed recap videos, and it helped me too because I haven't watched the the series in like a year.
The other small thing is, does she understand why everybody actually starts to like the Hound? Like that might be another one that be slipped through where.
Yeah.
So he kills so many people and he's a bitch, and then all of a sudden he that's this turning point was that Ramsay downfall in his.
Yeah, I explained it, but it doesn't always.
The melt face
resonate.
guy. I want to hear the conversation.
The melt face.
Remember
guy.
him? He's got the
dude with the fucked up face.
the candle wax man.
Mr. Candle. He's the candle knight.
He's the candle man. He can if he can.
The candle man can.
Here we are. Candleman can if he lights it in the.
If he cuts you in fucking half. All right. Moral of the story was.
Don't listen to the
trying
show.
to catch up. I love you. I love you all for watching. Trying to catch up. Finished season 6, and I was reminded once again how motherfucking epic those last 2 episodes were. So many things happen.
With Cersei.
Battle of the Bastards. Cersei blows up the temple.
Best season of all time.
The King of the North Part 2. Like, so many great things happen. And I'm not giving a fucking spoiler alert. You better be caught up.
And it's that little girl.
Yes, Mormont, Lady Mormont.
Like,
dude.
She like riles him up. She's like, "Are you fucking kidding me? This guy's been doing this shit."
This guy, he came back from the dead. He was dead. And now he's the king. What are you doing? What are you thinking? It's the only person you should be following right now. He's dead.
I forget
and he came back.
I forget what she says, but she talks shit to other guys.
The North knows. House Mormont knows no king, but the king in the North.
But she talks shit to other people. She's like, "Where were you when these people were doing it? Where
you
were
guys
you?"
all bitched out.
And they're all like, "I was."
You bitched out. You were jerking off in the corner. You don't even what?
You were a guest podcast host on a Rogue Squadron Dicks. Where were
record
you?
a podcast in Westeros? What are you doing, man? So yeah. So season 6 ended great. Those
that's the highest point.
Because and I thought the same thing from the books is when the
wait whoa
when
you
the-
read all the way through all that?
Yeah.
Oh.
I read them all. Book 6 isn't out. But when the Sparrows started to take over King's Landing,
Wait, say that again.
the Sparrows, the religious motherfuckers. I remember thinking in the book that it was starting to get kind of slow. So to me, season 6 felt like it started strong with Jon Snow coming back, and then it did feel kind of slow, but a lot of like they're building the foundation for those last 2 episodes.
Absolutely.
So it does feel kind of slow, but then episode 9 and 10 totally pays off for the entire season. So it was good. Good way to leave it off. And then we got to try to catch up on all of season 7 before we leave Thursday morning for celebration. And then season 8 premieres while we're there. Sunday night. Got to take a break from Star Wars. Watch some tits and murdering.
Tits and murdering. If I don't see a naked ass, guy or girl, I need to see some nakedness.
I need to see the hound's butt in season 8, please. Just need to see. Come on. Sander Clegane, please. Come on. That's all I need.
Santa Claus win.
Sander Clegane, that's his name. You know what I'm saying? I'm so sorry. I keep saying that.
What?
You know what I'm saying? I said it all through the commentary.
Come on,
And
Ray,
I've
truck
been doing
driving 309, motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying?
Know what I'm saying?
I apologize.
What's not Star Wars? What's not nerdy? What's going on?
What's not nerdy?
Yeah, I want to get into something. Is there a new music that you've been listening to or anything? I'm gonna let you know right now. So I saw Between the Buried and Me, one of my favorite bands of all time, one of our favorite bands of all time.
Yeah.
I saw a band that opened up for them called Deer Hunter.
Nice.
Not nearly as heavy, not nearly as aggressive, I guess, but like right there, musically. I don't know what else to say. Like they see. I was actually.
I'm laughing because I thought that you saw me cringe through that entire sip, and you were going to say something about it.
Oh well, see what happens. You live up to your sip.
0.5.
You look like
trying to be
Shaq
respectful.
trying to eat jalapeno. This ain't hot. Have you ever seen Shaq try to eat that?
Oh yeah, on Hot Ones, yeah.
Black pepper. Oh, he does a black pepper potato chip on. It was straight NBA talk. They do it after like NBA post game stuff, and he made a bet with Charles Barkley. He's like, I'll eat this chip, black pepper or ghost pepper chip, and he pulls it in. It ain't hot. Jesus. And then he starts like crying. He's like, it ain't hot. Like, you're over here trying to sip on this. You're like, it's pretty
Yeah, it
good.
ain't sour, motherfucker. Got it. That's what we should do. Hot Ones, but it's sour beers from least to most sour.
That's awesome.
I did that. I had one of the Hot Ones. I made some wings last night. I had one of the Hot Ones sauces.
Yeah.
In this last season, I think it was the 8th one in order.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know Hot Ones.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, you know what? They interview people and they eat hot wings.
Oh, okay.
You
What's
never-
Hot
you don't know
Wings
what I'm
on?
talking
Hot
about?
Wings on.
Hot Ones. It's on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
They interview celebrities and they just eat hot wings.
Oh, nice.
And they go from, you never seen the show before?
No.
Are you serious? You're fucking with me right now.
I don't know what you're talking
You're
about.
fucking with me right now. Look at this guy's beard. You see what this is?
It's hot. This is a hot.
Sarcasm beard.
This is the hot one.
You never seen the show?
No.
So dude interviews people
They eat hot wings.
and they have wings from like very just mild wings all the way up to like the hottest hot sauce that's ever been made.
yeah.
And he just tries to like normally interview them and they're sitting over there like fucking choking and crying and snotting in themselves.
But the guy can handle it? Is that
Well,
what-
no, he kind of, I mean, he's like sneezing and shit too because it's super hot. Like,
So it's hot twos.
You never get totally used to it.
Called hot twos.
But it's funny because they're trying to answer normal questions, but they can't focus because like it's so hot. They're just like, what the fuck is going on? So I just thought you had seen it before.
Oh.
We talk about it in the chat all the time.
He interviewed Pink Guy. I don't know what that is either.
Well, Shaq was just on it like a couple weeks ago.
Oh.
And he made like it's a meme now because of his face that he made when he ate like the most hot wing. So I thought you knew that. So I'm talking out my face right now.
New of the day.
Anyways, I got one of the sauces that was like number 8 in line, and it was way too fucking hot, and I almost died last night. That was the moral of the story. So be careful if you want to fuck with hot ones.
There's a reason they choke and die on the show.
Yeah. It's true. No, I mean, a lot of people don't finish
That dude ate
the
a wing
gamut.
and threw up his heart.
Shaq brought a gallon of milk with him. He's like, I'm not fucking around. I've seen 7 seasons of this shit. I'm bringing milk with me. And he still couldn't handle it.
He threw up the milk.
So,
Dairy
all right.
motherfucker.
All right, so back to what you're saying.
Hate the way you're drinking it.
It's fine. It's not the worst thing ever.
I don't know. The weird thing is, I don't know if that would be better cold, like extremely cold. I feel like it would be better kind of room temperature, which is weird to say.
Yeah, I'm not really a sour beer aficionado, so I don't know.
I don't.
I know it's probably inherently wrong of me, but I like all of my beer to be cold. Cold, cold, cold. Like the Coors Light with the Blue Mountains on the can, cold.
Yeah, I agree.
That's my preference. So
It's the American in us. I think it is. Like other countries, they just drink warmer stuff and they're used to that. I want my milk. If I drink milk, ice cold, chilled, almost frozen.
I agree. But I don't go as far as to put ice cubes in my milk because then it waters down the milk.
If you do that, turn this shit off.
My daddy used to do that.
Well,
He'd choke you
he'd joke you.
if he heard you saying it.
Are you kidding me? What a disgusting motherfucker.
To make it colder.
It's already cold. It should be cold.
Well, then why do you put ice in anything?
Are you trying to milksicle?
I know I'm saying if it's already cold, why do
Put
you
it
put
in the
ice
freezer.
in anything?
Put it in the freezer.
Why? And then it becomes milkshake.
Let me ask you something, because you can. There's a step right there. You either have it frozen or you have it fucking really cold. And he wanted it colder than frozen, but liquid. What?
Adding ice to the drink puts it in this weird state between like it's colder than it is cold in the fridge.
No, it's
But
not.
it's not frozen because there's not enough ice to make it frozen.
It legitimately cannot physically make it colder than it's cold.
All right, listen to my question then. Why do you put ice in anything?
I don't.
If that's your logic.
I don't. I really truly have.
Why does one put ice in anything?
Because it's ice.
There's a whole ice industry that could be shut down right now.
They want watered down whatever they're
But
drinking.
then you can't leak this information because they're going to lose their jobs and everything.
Well, the ice company's going down.
You're going to have an ice strike on everything.
Ice strike.
It's like what happened when they built the wall. in
The really cold water companies are going. They're going smile high.
really
Smile
cold
high.
water company.
You want to add really expensive cold water to your stuff? That's what you're doing.
Think about that. Think about that. Somebody makes money from turning water into ice, and then they give it to you, and they're like, "I'll pay $2 for this bag of water that's frozen."
Texans, I'll send you a cold block of snow every winter.
No, Texans are like, "I'll send you Sour Patch Kids in a liquid jar, and you're going to drink it on a podcast." And
we're gonna argue about it. Blackberry, bitch.
yeah, you don't want to leak too much info about the ice industry; it could be shut down.
Make milk ice cubes.
It's not a bad idea. You could do that with anything, though. Honestly, I used to do that with like Kool-Aid. You know, take like the ice tray, fill it with Kool-Aid, put little toothpicks in it, put it in the freezer, and you got a bunch of free ass popsicles.
Don't put water in milk. Step 1.
I don't do that. I don't even drink milk anymore. I haven't had milk in fucking forever.
So you've had water cereal? Yeah, Golden Grams gram home.
What? Did you just try to say?
You had the Golden Grams at home.
No, I got rid of them.
You sold them.
No, I threw them in the trash.
He gave them to Starbucks over here. All right, guys.
I thought you had more to talk about.
No, that's it. I wanted to wrap up with Battlefield. I'm sorry.
Battlefield, and then I talked about Thrones. Okay, cool.
Thrones. We're clearing the clear.
Woo! Yeah, everybody.
We got to it. We're excited. Star Wars Celebration, obviously. Ding, ding, ding.
Gonna see you guys in 4 days.
Yeah, it's happening quick. Thank you guys for tuning in. Rogues Watching Podcast. We do want to do a quick shout out to Tavor again.
Yes, thanks, friends.
Do you like craft beer?
If you like sour beer, that's a 1 out of 3.
0 out of all it. But if you want to, if you like
If
to,
this shows up on your Tavor app, you don't have to pick it. That's the beauty.
yeah, that is. So the cool thing about Tavor is you download the app, you sign up for it, and you get notifications, you get emails, or however you want to sign up for it, and it says, "Hey, featured beer of the fucking hour," and it'll be for the day, but just hey. Do you want this in your next Tavor?
Listen. Who are you? Here's the featured beer of the hour, and you can get it in the next day. Whatever the hell you just said.
But it is. It's a featured beer.
Listen. Go to Tavor, get the app. Beer pops up when it's available on the app, and you add it to your cart. And then once a month, they send everything to you. No minimums. Buy as much or as little as you feel like. And if you end up spending a cart amount of over $25, you can enter code word ROGUE spelled correctly for $10 off. Please do it. Tell your friends because they send us free beer and they're badasses. So buy this stuff and we'll see you in Chicago. Bye.
Guys, one day we'll be humans.
I think that a double IPA hit us harder than was expected.
This one?
No, that one. I thought I had a plan, and we got to the end, and we're just like, Ramsey, Bolton, and
what's up, live asses?
Battlefield Pond.
I one dude has a fucked up beard and a little head.
Who said that?
Oh, I said it.
Make milk ice cubes. That's a good idea.
Make milk
cubes. Guys, thanks for checking it out. Count Serrano. The fuck? How'd that happen?
You told the future.
I did. I predicted the Jedi code.
Actually, I was talking to her because she was the one. They're gonna call me this. She's the one that told the futures.
No, but she said she changed the name a week ago.
So she told the future that we were gonna call her that. Do you understand how it happens?
Maybe. Yeah, I told the past.
You told the past. Has happened. telling stories one day.
But I didn't know she changed it, so it's not past or future. It's just
It's a reminiscence instead of a premonition.
no, it's something. It's like I knew.
I saw it yesterday, so I knew it now.
No, there's a word for it. Fuck, I can't think of it.
You remembered something.
It's like when something happens, but you don't witness it, but you subconsciously feel it, and you say it, and they're like, "Oh, that just happened." Like, "Oh, fuck, I didn't know."
Truth. That's what it's called. This happened. That's the truth.
This is what the patrons get. Is I was talking about this.
Oh, and all of it.
Ah.
I'd rather not. I fucking hate most of them.
Dude, both of the.
I don't like it.
I actually kind of want to stay on for a little bit and just be silly. Jacoda asked if you want to play Xbox.
You want to play Xbox?
I couldn't even spawn in on the map right now. That's what state I'm in. He couldn't even say sour, so he can't even log on. This is 9.2%.
You're surprised by the force. Grievous. Grievous versus
who?
Maul.
Grievous.
Duh. He's a Borg.
It's not duh.
It's a Borg. Cyborg.
Borg is a race in Star Trek.
They're the Ralphs in Halo.
No. Borg's
All right, this is a behind the scenes here.
This is behind the scenes. Borg is a race in Star Trek, though.
Yeah. But Ralphs, Commander and I used to play fucking Halo, and we didn't know the name of the, what was it? What are they actually called?
Flood.
The Flood.
But just the ones that blow up.
The one that we would call them Ralphs. The ones that would
They
come
would just
towards you, fall
plop
over.
down and explode. Yeah.
We called them Ralphs for absolutely no reason, and for the rest of our lives, to this
Maybe.
till tomorrow,
Next 60 years.
we called
who
them
knows?
Ralphs.
What if
Oh,
someone...
watch behind you, Ralph. Okay, you just keep running. Be like, oh shit, Ralph.
I do want to play some Battlefront.
I want to play some Halo.
You didn't jump on yesterday.
What part of that beer is getting thick? You want to sit on it, boy?
What's the weight limit of that?
Tomorrow. I was actually asking. I was like,
What's it rated for?
2. 2 cheeks and a chin.
Your jaw
What?
almost looks like Anakin in the Clone Wars cartoon.
I don't know what that
Just
means.
juts out to fucking here.
You know what's funny is when you do that,
Yeah, that's what Anakin's jaw looks like in the Clone Wars cartoon. Fuck.
cool. The weird thing is, this is really weird. I do this. You can go up and it's like at my mouth.
Yeah.
Like it's weird to have like fur in my mouth.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
So why would you flip it up and put it in your mouth?
Chicks have hair like here, and they're like
Don't say
constantly.
chicks. It's derogatory.
Chickens. They have. MCC.
What's MCC?
Oh, you guys play Weech.
What's MCC?
Come
McC? Did you misspell McDonald's sandwich?
out on.
What food are you most excited about? I should be recording this still. What food are you most excited about getting
dish.
in celebration?
Deep dish. I
and
am a
then
fan
what?
of deep dish, actually. A huge fan, and I order it here.
I've never had it.
Romeo's has a deep dish.
Wait, really?
Oh yeah, Romeo's has a deep dish, and obviously with their sauce, that's their premium thing. The
Yeah.
sauce is the greatest. They have a deep dish, and they put the sauce on top. Holy ass!
I'm about that shit right now.
Actually,
Yeah, kind of. Might get some Taco Bell.
you tried.
I did. It didn't come out.
Well, that's what happens with blackberry sour.
Sorry.
Master Chief Collection. That's exactly. Kerner and I have been balls deep on Master Chief Collection. It's completely worth it. We can do co-op on the first one. Are you fucking kidding me? It's so fun. We played through the second one. It was so good.
You know what I was thinking about the other day is that we should do Star Wars like stand-up comedy. You see?
You guys going to get a big ass hot beef?
Big L's hot beef. I don't know who L is, but I don't want his hot beef that much. Guess it depends. How big is he?
I would love it, but
You said Big L. How big is this motherfucker? Let me see.
you want Big Mamas?
What's a picture? You want Big Mama? How many centimeters tall is this motherfucker?
Centimeter.
I want to see.
How many bigs is this?
Better be
beef?
190. I want some.
You're making up the shit. You better be 78.
78. 190 centimeters. That's
3 meters.
what? That's like 6 foot, right? What are you going?
You got chicken out here.
Give me that chicken. Whoever's here, Shinobi, Chakota, Travis, and Count Dooku of Serrano, Nicole. Tell us. I think a stand-up Star Wars thing would be kind of funny. Like, hey everybody, I look whitewashed. How are you? You don't have a gap in your tooth, but it looks like you have a gap in your tooth when you're that close. Wait, really?
I can breathe.
This is great
You
content.
didn't know I could fit a toothpick through that.
I never realized that. You know what'll blow your mind? Tom Cruise.
What happened?
Tom Cruise has his
has
one
a
of his
gap?
tooth is in the middle of his fucking mouth.
What?
Look up a picture of Tom
I'm
Cruise.
not looking it up. I'm scared now.
Look it up.
Tooth.
Star Wars. Get a picture of him and zoom in. His teeth are offset. One tooth is like right in the center of his nose.
His nose is offset.
Maybe his tooth is offset.
His center nose.
His center nose. What about his side nose? Is that offset too?
Look at this now. I'm just covering it off.
No, is
Turn it off, guys. Turn it off.
All right, you don't want to watch this shit.
We're looking at Tom pictures of Cruise.
I think
Feels like Trump.
we should record hammered episodes for this patrons only.
Who?
For the patrons. I was thinking Star Wars stand up. You know how people like will do bits about normal life? Like, what's the deal with airline food?
What's the deal?
Like we could do stuff with Star Wars, yeah. Yeah, it's a rough idea. I don't have any jokes planned out. I'm sorry. I think it'd be funny. Live podcast could be that instead of like just a live podcast.
Dying green.
Why does Luke have a goddamn grappling hook? Why does he have a utility belt in the first place that has a grappling hook?
Where's he going on Tatooine with a grappling hook?
He's swinging across Beggar's
Chandra's-
Canyon with
he's
his
been-
goddamn grappling hook.
He's been going back to Chandra, so I know her. She got the sandy bush.
Is that Han's wife?
Chandra with the sandy bush.
Chandra, yeah. She on the droid job?
Been it.
You think Luke ever accidentally force choked anybody?
No.
You know, in Harry Potter, Harry
Maybe himself.
deletes the the glass in the snake tank, and the snake comes out by accident because he doesn't know he's a wizard. You think Luke did anything like that ever when he was young?
What, whine like a bitch?
Yeah, accidentally just breaks all the milk cartons at the fucking cantina just by accident.
Did you just put ice cubes in my milk?
Exactly.
Yes, I think he did.
Why does Luke become the best starfighter pilot in the galaxy?
I would still like to know who canonly is the best. I feel like Anakin. You have
Yeah,
you
it's
can't.
Anakin for sure.
You can't.
He
Isn't
can. He can. I care.
This guy's look at him.
All right, I'm done with this. I think the Star Wars comedy thing's a good idea. Where's my
I
mouse at?
disagree with the jetpacks and the bounties.
Stop.